Hey, sis, let me tell you, healing is messy, but staying the same, girl, it's too costly. I'm telling you the truth. Sometimes we need to be told that our stuff is stank. Yeah, girl. Sometimes we need to be told that we need to get a grip on our lives. We need to get it together. Let me tell you a little story. And the reason why I'm telling you this today, okay? Because I want us to truly get healed in this season. I want us to truly be in tune with really who we are and how we are becoming somebody new, right? The new person on the inside of us is crying to get out, meaning that it's time to rebuild, even in our 50s. It's time to really survey everything about us that we know it kind of is getting in the way of real change. I recall so many years ago, in my younger years, maybe in my 30s, and I didn't know that I was coming across to some people like I had, an attitude, or that I really had my head so far up in the cloud that I didn't know how to come down. And I was in ministry and I was working and thought I had it all together. Because, hey, I wasn't in want for finances. I was going to church. I was serving. And I didn't realize I was serving God, but I had such a stank attitude. And my fellow Christian folks was not even telling me, but they probably was talking about me behind my back. They probably was saying all kind of stuff I can only imagine, because I didn't see myself the way that I was showing up in some people's lives, right? Sometimes we do believe that we got it all together. It doesn't matter if we have degrees, or if we are just someone who is really financially stable and have things that others may not have at that time. We can sometimes get a big head. So there was a moment in time where somebody who was a stranger, sis, I'm telling you, a stranger, a young lady that I knew in the neighborhood, we weren't friends, but we kind of saw each other in passing. And one day I was sitting on my porch. It was a nice summer day, just enjoying the breeze. And she comes over to my porch and she just makes small talk. And then all of a sudden she comes in and hits me with the truth. Y'all ready for it? She hits me with the truth. And she leans over, she looks me right in the eyes, and she tells me about myself. And she told me some things that only God could have known. And then she also hit me with things that she had saw in me, that I was a little arrogant. Oh yeah, this girl was a little arrogant. And that I was a little cocky. Oh yeah, I was a little cocky. I didn't know that, right? I thought it was just I'm exerting my confidence. But I had no idea. And she told me some other things that I didn't like. And as a matter of fact, as she was speaking into my life, I was sitting there, stone faced. I didn't know what to say. I was like, oh my God. I had nowhere to run because the truth was hitting me smack between my eyes. And that day, after that woman, who I didn't truly know, like really, really know, spoke the truth in my life and told me about some things, I was mad for a few days. Can I be honest? I was mad. I was big mad. But then all of a sudden, I realized, could it be some truth in what they were saying about me? Let me evaluate myself. Let me sit down and truly evaluate, write down the things that were spoken over me and see if it lined up with what I thought I was presenting to the world. And I found out God was right. I did get a little big head. And then on top of that, in a natural perspective, I had to change some things about myself. I had to make a conscious decision to say I didn't want to come before people that really trusted me or believed in me and looked up to me. I could not have that same posture. And in order for me to have friends, I had to show myself friendly. And in order for me to go up, I had to go down, meaning I had to humble myself. And that day, it changed my life. And that's why I'm here and I'm sharing encouraging words, uplifting words, not judging other women who are going through transition in their lives. Because sometimes people around us, they are our biggest cheerleaders, but they could be cheering us on, and we're wrong as two left shoes. And behind your back, they may be talking about you like a dog, like she thinks she doing this and doing that. She ain't nothing. But the best way to change what's going on right now in your life is to be honest with yourself. Recognize that, maybe what Aunt Peaches back in the day said about me, it could be some truth. But we thought it was people being jealous. No, it's not always jealousy. There are times when people want you to see yourself the way that you really are so that you can make a change in your life. So that's why, healing, it's messy. But staying the same, sis, it's costly. It could cost you some friends. It could cost you even your marriage. It could cost you even your job. But nevertheless, you can take it from me or you can let it go. But trust and believe. We all got some things that we need to work on in order to evolve, in order for us to go on to the next level for whatever, that is for each one of us. But I do know this. Yeah, healing, it's messy. Facing the truth about yourself, it can make you cry. It can make you a little depressed. But when you get over yourself, you'll come out even better than you were before. So take it from me, sis. Let's examine ourselves and do something different in this season. Allow yourself to be exposed privately before you get exposed publicly. All right? Because I know you can do it, girl. You got this.